All right, can everybody at home see the project requirement page? Can y'all see that? Can y'all not see it? You see it? Hold on. Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right. All right, guys, so I don't know if you can't hear me at home, please let me know. Let me move the laptop right quick. So today is project day. So we're actually giving you class time to work on your project. Those of you in person, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You have to do it on paper. So there's going to be no reason for you to be on your devices, right? So in a little bit, we'll get started. And then those of you at home, now, unfortunately, if you have a printer, then you can just print it out like people here in person. I'll talk about your options at home in a little bit, but right now I just want you to listen and follow the directions so you know what to do. Now, those of you in person, it's a small class, so I can afford to give you guys. So there'll be a checkpoint. At the end, I'm going to ask what I expect to see. So this is a little bit longer class. What I expect, the minimum of what I see. You can choose to, well, I guess I didn't think this early, but you'll get a snack. If you get to a certain point, I have quite a bit of snacks. And you're also going to get 100. Okay? So if you don't do anything today, you're going to get a 0. So those of you at home, same thing. It's not fair that they're here and I can see what they're doing and stuff. And so those of you at home, you're going to have to submit a picture by the end of the period showing what you've done. Okay, if you don't submit anything, you're going to get a 0 today. So it's not hard. You'll be fine. You can do it digitally on paper. But let me explain what it is you're going to do. So you guys remember last time we talked about the project. So I asked you to kind of get an image in your brain. Something that you wanted to do, something that you wanted to draw. So we're gonna those of you in person, you don't have it. So what you're gonna do today is you should hopefully already have an idea of what it is that you want to do. So an image. So I had yesterday my third period. Somebody drew a pencil, somebody drew an emoji. It was pretty cool. Whatever you decide to draw, it doesn't matter what it is that you decide to draw, as long as it has 10 points. Okay. So and I'm going to do the same example that I did. Guys, if you're at home, please do the daily warm-up just to make sure that you get marked here. But anyhow, so I'm going to do my initials. Okay. So I'm going to do my initials are EL. So to give you an example, I'm going to do E. Actually, let me do that again. That's terrible. Okay. You can put your picture wherever you want. You can put it in this quadrant where I put mine. If you don't want to put it there, you can put it on the left one. I don't care where you start. You start somewhere. You have to have a minimum of 10 points. Now, the reason I added a curve is to, hey, it doesn't have to be straight lines. Like I said, I had somebody yesterday did an emoji, and they were able to find 10 points. Once you finish drawing your picture, you need to put 10 points on your picture. So I'm going to put one. It can be. It doesn't have to be just the corners. I can put a point right there if I wanted to. Pick solid points. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you're going to label those 10 points. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay? So that's how you start. Once you finish finish deciding whatever it is you want to draw, whatever picture you want to use, you're going to title this at the very top. You're going to put pre-image. What pre-image means, you guys remember from our notes, pre-image means that it is the original image. This is the image that you're going to do. You have to do 4 transformations, all right? So those of you that are in person, you know, those papers that you picked up, maybe on the back of one, I don't know, in space, you might want to write this down. These are the 4 transformations in any order that you have to do. So you have to do 4. Those of you at home, if you want to write this down as well, take a picture, because remember, you do have to work during class. Just because you're at home doesn't mean you get started. Do nothing. All right, so I'm going to put right here, you have to do a translation. The slide, and I'm going to be walking around to help you. So don't be not by yourself. I'm going to help you, okay? You can write this down anywhere you want, maybe off to the side somewhere. You have to do a reflection. You have to do a rotation in any order, it could be any order, and you have to do a dilation. So those are the 4 that you're going to have to do. So I'll leave it right here. If you want to write these down real quick, or those of you at home, I'm not going to leave it on the screen. So you might want to write this down. Those of you that just came in late, you have to show work of what you've done in class, during class review, to get a grade. I'll give you a snack if I could, but I can't. Those are the 4 you can do it in. If you want to do the rotation first, go ahead. If you want to do the translation second, it doesn't matter. I don't care what you do first. All right. And a little bit, I'm going to tell you what are the things that I need to see today before you leave. So what I need to see today is you need to have an image labeled like this, pre-image, right? Once you've done this, I need you to go, there's going to be a page where you're going to list those 10 points. You have a page that looks like this. This is your pre-image. This is the one you're starting off with. You're going to write down the coordinates for the 10 points that you chose right there. Does that make sense? So you're going to write down your 10 points right here. So that's one of the things that I need to see. Once you've done that, you're going to go back to your picture and you're going to be like, okay, so what do I want to do first? You know what? I'm going to do let's do a reflection. So I'm going to reflect this. So you're going to put a line like this to tell me, I'm going to do a reflection right here. I'm just going to sketch it. I'm not going to do I'm going to try to put it so I don't know whatever. Okay, that was terrible. But you guys get the idea, right? So I reflect it over, but you're more precise. And then you're going to put your points on there, so on and so on, et cetera, et cetera. And then you're like, you know what? Now I want to do a translation. You can translate any one you want. Translation means slide. I want to slide this down here, so I'm going to do a translation. Do whatever you want. You know those two. So I'm going to slide it down. I don't know. I'm going to go 20 units down, 3 units to the left, whatever. So it's going to slide down over here. So I'm going to slide it down. So it's going to look like this. What is that? And then finally, I'm going to rotate, I don't know, this one over here. I'm going to rotate this one over here. So it's going to rotate whatever, 90 degrees, 180, whatever you want to do. You're going to rotate it to that quadrant right there. So what I need to see from everybody today, I need to see your pre-image done. And I would like to see, I think it's very doable. I want to see at least 2 transformations complete. Transformation. You can do whichever 2 you want to do. Okay. Once you've done those transformations, Ms. Lopez, I did my transformations. You get a grade. So at home, you'll have to submit that at the end of the period to show me your original image. And you those of you at home, I'm going to show you how and where to do your assignment. Okay. All right. So I think that's everything. Oh, by the way, so when you start working it right here. So let's say that the first thing that you want to do, remember the first thing I did was a reflection. So you're going to list your points here, right? So then right here, you're gonna say, okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is you're gonna put reflection right here. And then right here, you're gonna be more specific. I reflected over the x-axis. You know what I mean? And you notice the new points right there. Does that make sense? So everybody know what to do to get started. Okay? All right, so go ahead and get started. Start drawing your picture. I'll be walking around if you get any help. And then those of you at home, let me show you what you have to do real quick. So those of you at home, you have go to the Google Classroom. And then right here, if you are lucky enough and you want to do it on paper like everybody here in person, then you can click on, you can print it. You can just click here. There's a Word doc you can print. Now, if you don't have a printer, then what you can do is you can just click on this one right here on the left. You're gonna have to sign in with your Google account and you can do it there. Okay, it'll be online, it'll be digital. You can take a picture of whatever it is you did. I'm gonna create an assignment to show what you've done. So this is due before the end of the period. And this is to get ready for your test, okay? So if you wanna do it online, it'll be on here. Now I did have somebody do it yesterday. I mean, I know some of you may not have access to a printer. It's okay. I mean, you can graph on here, but anyway. So you'll do it on here. You can draw on here. It'll save it as you go. That's the good thing. Then you'll write your points on here. So it's a little bit more tedious, but you can work on here. It's in the Google Classroom. You just kind of work it on there. So you can take a picture of what you've done, or actually I can just look up to see what you've done. So yeah. Are you talking about the one to print, or are you talking about the digital one, Mr. Johnson?